Hey guys, we're back for another week in nerd news. Let's get to it. Firstly, let's start with Amazon Prime Day. So that launches on Monday, and of course there's tons of great deals on electronics, games, and so forth. But there's one little thing that might not be talked about as much. Another Prime offer is plenty of TV service subscriptions for only 99 cents. So these are services like AMC, Paramount Plus, Showtime, and so many more. So for 99 cents, it's worth checking the listings. One more reminder in upcoming events is the first ever LEGO Con, which will be taking place on June 26th, and that will begin at noon Eastern Time. So mark your calendars. And now for some music news. This week in music news, we have something really exciting. Much Music is making a comeback, and they're going to be launching on TikTok on July 7th. They're going to bring back some of their old favorites like Video on Trial and Spotlight, and they're going to be really focused on music more, as they originally were. So it's nice to see that they're really music driven again. We have yet to see the VJ lineup because that was a big deal. But this is all, of course, directed to the youth of today. So I guess we'll see more. More in music news. I guess the Foo Fighter fans are really annoyed that there is a vaccine mandatory concert taking place in New York. So people in attendance must be fully vaccinated at least 14 days before the show. The only exception to that is kids, but they still have to provide some kind of proof that they're negative. So I personally support this. I mean, I don't really think people should be gathering like this in the first place, so absolutely take all the precautions that you can, right? And now, of course, there's tons of mixed feedback on this one. On one hand, you got fans saying, yeah, good idea. And then on the other hand, you've got these anti-vaxxers who are literally claiming that they're throwing away their albums over this. What a mad and privileged world we live in. Let's move on to some more uplifting news. So much happened at E3 2021. There were tons and tons of announcements. Let's see what we can cover here. So one company that was at E3 was Ubisoft, and they made a few announcements. They just announced during the show a new Rocksmith Plus, which is going to be the sequel to the original game. And if you don't really remember what it was, because it was like 10 years ago, it's basically like Guitar Hero, but it teaches you with real instruments. So this Rocksmith Plus is able to connect to the mobile phone. There's a large music library, and I guess there is a subscription service, but I just think it's a really cool way to learn from home. So anyways, this will be released later this year. Also during E3, Ubisoft announced the new Mario and Rabbids game, as well as Just Dance 2022. There were tons and tons of things announced here. There are many more things posted, and you can watch the show. I put the link down below so you can watch that segment. Square Enix also made a few great game announcements too. There's a couple upcoming Final Fantasies, as well as a new Guardians of the Galaxy game, which is set to launch in October. So if you want to watch their showcase, I got that link below as well. Another part of E3 was the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. So they had a few exciting announcements too, like the new Age of Empire and Hello Neighbor 2. Probably one of the most anticipated announcements though was the new Halo that's coming over the Christmas holidays. And they also announced that Diablo 2 was going to be released September 23rd. This is the re-release of the game, I suppose. I mean, not that I'm not happy, but I mean, I've been hearing about 4 for a while, but I mean, yeah, okay, let's just play 2 again. Let's do that again. So that's available for pre-order now. It seems like they've got a lot of things lined up for this year, though. Their showcase was pretty massive. So the link is below in the description if you want to see that part of the show yourself. Another exciting showcase was Nintendo Direct, and this one really gets me going. So they announced a new Mario Party All-Stars, and this is basically just going to take all of the games and the best parts of the games and twist it all up into a new Mario Party. I've seen a trailer for this already, and I'm pretty excited, and it comes out October 29th. They also talked about a new product called a Game & Watch, which is just like a little handheld system that has 3 of the Zelda games on it. So I guess this was to celebrate their 35th anniversary of the game, and they're available for pre-order now, and they'll be launched on November 12th. With that, they also announced a first ever DLC for Hyrule Warriors. That was actually launched just yesterday. You can check out the full show for yourself and all of the exciting announcements down below. I got the link in the description. So with all that, to celebrate the big announcements, Nintendo is having one of their biggest sales right now where you can get up to 50% off most games in the store. And currently I see Paper Mario is on sale, so I'm all over that one. So I suggest checking out the shop like pretty ASAP because all these sales will be done by the 21st. So on Monday, you'll no longer have access, so definitely look into the sales now. So another big timer at E3 was Capcom, and they had a couple announcements as well. I'm just going to put the link below. You can check it out for yourself. There was so much that happened at E3 this year, and I'm going to put the link for the full show below as well, so you guys can just check out the sections, check out the whole show. I hope you guys enjoy. Someone we didn't see in E3 this year was Sony. So we didn't really get anything on PlayStation announcements, but this week it was revealed that Sony would be working on a new VR headset. So I guess the new VR is obviously for PlayStation, and it's looking to be released next year. There isn't a whole lot of details on it as of yet, but hopefully we'll hear more soon. In more Sony news, I guess on PS5 there's now a beta testing. I guess PS5 is going to be getting a beta software update, so this way you're able to try out the latest games and updates before they're released. If you want to get in on this opportunity, I'm going to put a link below so you can sign up and try for yourself. More in video games, the pre-order of Madden NFL 2022 are live. The game is released on August 20th, but if you pre-order now, there is plenty of bonuses. I guess if you order through Best Buy, they have a special bonus where they're going to give you a free Funko Pop with it, which I would assume is probably, an NFL character. Next in games, we've got some kind of big news. The creator of the Five Nights at Freddy's series, which is like a very popular series, apparently he's decided to step down from his role to take some more time with his family. And he says he's going to be appointing somebody that he trusts in his place. And the series will continue, so nothing to be alarmed about. The series will continue. And I guess we'll hear more on that soon. On a more exciting game note, I guess Niantic, which is the same company that made Pokemon Go, I guess they're working on a game right now, which is a new AR game of Transformers. Like, it's just like it sounds, I think. So this mobile game is reportedly called Transformers Heavy Metal, and I guess it's just going to allow fans to battle each other using their favorite heroes, just like it sounds. So apparently game testing is already going to be taking place in New Zealand this month, and then the game will be released at some point this year. There's one more thing I want to say while we're still on the gaming topic, and I know most people who have a PS4 or PS5, you already know about the free games that are offered every month. However, this is something I just want to share because, to me it seems obvious, but anytime I tell somebody, it's kind of just like, oh yeah. So I'm going to share this with you guys, quick time. So if you don't have a PS5 yet, you can still collect the PS5 games anyways through the website. So if you do plan on getting a PS5 in the future, then you're already going to have a game library built up. And as far as I know, this also works for VR games too. So you may as well grab them up while they're free and you're good to go. Now let's move on to streaming. So firstly, Netflix has announced a new spin-off show from the show Big Mouth. This new show called Human Resources, apparently it kind of has like a Monsters University vibe, where this is just like a place for all the hormone monsters. This bizarre show is set to air on Netflix in December 2022. More in Netflix news, I guess Will Smith is going to be hosting his own comedy show. This is set to be released sometime later this year, and there isn't really a whole lot of details on the show yet, but we do know that it's going to have some comedy sketches. We're going to have some like musical performances and some celebrity appearances. So I kind of got an idea on what I think it might be like, but I'm just really excited to see where this goes. I think it's going to be right up my alley. I love Will Smith. Next, Disney Plus has announced they're going to be working on a prequel to Beauty and the Beast. So this live-action musical is going to be an 8-part series. It's set to come out in spring 2022. This was announced for the 30th anniversary of their original 1991 film. Luke Evans and Josh Gad are both going to be making a comeback to reprise the roles of Gaston and LeFou. I'm not sure who's going to play the Beauty or the Beast yet, but I guess we'll have more on that soon. More in Disney Plus. Apparently they made an announcement that going forward, they're going to be releasing all their shows on Wednesdays instead of Fridays because I guess they don't want the series to compete with the movies, which kind of makes sense, as well as, like Netflix and other big wigs put their movies out on Fridays as well. So they're going to be airing on Wednesdays from now on. They began doing it with the new Loki episodes, and I guess as of next month, they're just going to kind of roll that out more naturally, and we're going to see more shows coming out on Wednesdays now. So there you go. That's how you mark your calendar, guys. Also, while we're on Disney, they just announced a new script that has just been finished for the Guardian of the Galaxy's Christmas special. And this is going to be coming out on Disney in December of 2022. So I guess we'll see. More in streaming announcements. It seems like we've already got a sequel to the Mortal Kombat movie. So the new Mortal Kombat Legends is going to be released this summer on HBO. Next in streaming, this is a goodie, we got a first look at the new trailer for Season 3 of Titans. And spoiler, there's a lot of hints at the Joker. I feel like the trailer's worth a watch, so I put it below. And this premieres on HBO Max on August 12th. Another streaming announcement, and I don't have Apple TV, it's not really my thing. But I guess there's a new series called The Shrink Next Door. And this is going to have Paul Rudd playing Will Ferrell's Shrink. This is set for November 12th, and if you want to see the trailer, it's in the description below. Next announcement in streaming is from Sony. This movie, Bullet Train, is about a group trying to kill each other on a train. It's classic story. But we got big stars like Brad Pitt, Sandra Bullock, and tons more big names on this one. And this movie is set to come out on April 8th, 2022. Another Sony movie release is one called Oh Hell No. And this is a movie about Jack Black falling in love with Ice Cube's mother. I feel so weird talking about these titles. Trying to describe these movies is just really not easy for me to do. This is why I left the new Nicolas Cage movie out of this. So Oh Hell No will be released July 2022. Now our favorite part, Pokemon news. This week in Pokemon Go, the Solstice event kicked off where you have the opportunity to catch a Shadow Ho-Oh from Giovanni with a special quest line. And then beginning June 25th, it is all about Bidoof. Bidoof, Bidoof, Bidoof. Bidoof. You know, I read more than anything, so I just try my best to pronounce everything. I haven't watched Pokemon the show in a lot of years, but I definitely like read the names everywhere. I just make them up. I probably don't even have this right. I've become my parents. I'm just gonna call it Pokemon from now on. So on the 25th, it's going to be the first time being able to catch his shiny form. My favorite Pokemon news of the week so far is that Pokemon Unite has a release date. The Nintendo Switch version is going to be coming out in July, and then the mobile version will be coming out in September. And then this will allow cross-play between both platforms. I'm just really excited to see more on this. Like, this one looks pretty good. Hopefully next we'll get more on Pokemon Sleep, which was also announced around the same time, if you guys even remember what that was. Okay, guys, I saved the best for last, if you can believe it. There's still more excitement. So this week, I got an email on Wednesday. Like, I remember I was like this excited. But I got an email from GameFound, and it's the first update on the new Skyrim board game. I don't even know how to get into it right now. And if I did, I think it would just have to be a whole nother video. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the link below. It's a short read, but it is detail-packed. I just can't even contain myself to continue. So go check out the link. All right, so one last thing I want to remind everybody is tomorrow is Rick and Morty Day. But more importantly, it's Father's Day. And I just want to wish every dad out there and everybody filling the role of a dad a very happy Father's Day. All right, folks, that's a wrap for this week's video. Remember to hit that subscribe button for more Nerd News Weekly. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe out there.